I'm really honored to be here. It's my first time in India. It's very exciting for me. And I'm happy to be here to talk to you about collaboration and transparency and how that helps drive results in the practice of law. Looking at the themes of this conference through the legal industry should be instructive for anyone engaged in other professions in knowledge management for three reasons. First of all, most of us in the business world and even in our individual lives are going to encounter lawyers at some point or another. Every business relies on lawyers for countless types of advice. But also, the legal industry is quintessentially a knowledge-based industry. And so everything that I'm about to observe today should apply to any other knowledge-based industries. And likewise, the law is a professional services industry. And so the observations I make today should resonate with any professional services organization. So with that, let's shift our attention for the next few minutes on the legal industry. And what's happened lately, and by lately I mean over the course of 100 years, is that the legal profession has experienced really transformative change. And this has been very challenging for lawyers and law firms who had become very comfortable with the way things were operating for the past 3 to 100 years. Suddenly, in the past 3 or 4 decades, the entire industry has been turned on its head. And probably the biggest change for us has been that we are no longer a seller's market. We have now become a buyer's market. So what we were used to is in the seller's market, we were used to calling all the shots. And we were able to have clients come to us, ask us to help them, and be told, yeah, we're going to help you, but we wouldn't tell them how we were going to do it. We wouldn't tell them too much along the way. We would basically give them instructions, and at the end we would hand them a bill. And in some cases we hadn't even given them an estimate for what it would cost. And basically that was accepted, the bill was paid, and that's how things went for a long time. Things have changed significantly in our practice, and what we're finding now is there is a shrinking market for legal services. The competition among law firms has become much more fierce. We have incredible pressure on us to reduce our costs, to give our clients certainty, to be able to predict outcomes, but more importantly, to be able to tell a client up front, it's going to cost this much and no more. And as I said, that's very challenging for lawyers who are not used to that. Lawyers are also facing competition from a much broader geographic range. In the old days, if you were a lawyer like me based in Toronto, you only had to worry about other Toronto law firms. And what we're seeing now is, because of technology, we have clients all over the world. We can meet with our clients virtually. We can share documents with them, communicate with them around the clock from around the globe. And that's all a good thing. We can even deliver our services online directly to clients. All good things. Problem is, as a Toronto lawyer, my competition is not just in Toronto anymore. I face competition from lawyers throughout Canada, throughout the United States, the UK, India, everywhere in the world. And so because of that, we have to do something to differentiate ourselves in the eyes of our clients. The other thing that's happened that has made it very challenging is a disaggregation of legal services. So as I said at the start, people used to come to us and they'd say, I have this problem, or I have this opportunity, help me, and we would come up with a strategy, deliver a result, and that was it. Now what we're finding is people are looking at the entire process and they're saying, you know, there's parts of what a lawyer does that only a lawyer can do. But there's also big parts of what a lawyer does that anybody else could do and could probably do equally well. And guess what? Can do it for a lot lower cost. So why would I go to a lawyer to have 8 pieces of a process done when only 2 of them require a lawyer? So I'll pay the lawyer for those 2 pieces, and I'll pay someone else who's willing to take a lot less for those parts that really don't require a lawyer. So that again has made competition much fiercer.